Hello, and I'd like to introduce you to kamfmampf, I think is how you pronounce that. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure on the way this is pronounced, but this is the person in question brought up from a comment. As always, I appreciate all comments. And the gamer squadron in question is actually a competitive squadron. Now that's, I think, bronze technically, but it's still, they have medals in the current season. This player joined as recently as August, so about a month ago, and he's a relatively brand new player. Now, here's the thing. I am going to be bringing up a couple of comments as well as a script that I wrote in regards to the recent response with skill issue. Now, skill issue, of course, is the people in my last comments section of a video a couple of days ago where I was ultimately told that I had lied about the entire current situation and that I didn't know any of the truth, when in reality, they are the ones that lied in the first place. But I digress. I will go into the video, and I will let this video play in the background, and we will go from there. The first comment I have on this is actually, there was a couple comments in my comment section that were in regards to this. The one that summed it up the best was a person by the name of plasmaexe. The English is a bit broken, so I will try to read it as best as I can in regards to making sense of it. So he posted a couple days ago. As of this video, it's like 4 days old. He hasn't responded back to my comment that I made on it, but here we go. Judging by the video and your comments, it's safe to assume you do not know the whole story. Yes, Trader Joe was banned, but it was not him on that account sharing. It was not him for account cheating. Yes, you were responsible for your account to an extent. There is a user by the name of Wade Watts who has access to multiple people's accounts. That being said, Trader Joe and others in the squadron were banned due to Wade, as he had bought 500,000 GE due to Brazil currency exploits, had multiple botted accounts, and had cheats on his personal accounts. They did not know at the time until it was too late. The accounts had thousands of hours and thousands of dollars worth of inventory. I just lost my place. It would not be a smart move to let someone cheat or ourselves cheat, now would it? That's quite silly, if you ask me, and it's not a good look for them or the squadron they are in. They have video proof, dozens of screenshots, as well as to back up their claims. They were all friends at the time with Wade and would grind each other's accounts while people were at work or at school, etc. Yes, this is against the TOS, but Gaijin and their staff have stated multiple times in tickets that we have made that the users were of an unfair ban are able to create new accounts and proceed as normal. Not an IP ban, hardware ban, or anything, which we all know Gaijin doesn't actually do hardware bans or IP bans as far as we're aware. Of course, we are in no way, shape, or form asking you to take down the video, as it shows to know all people who you trust as friends, but before assuming you make a video out of it and the 6,000 people in your comment section. Would like to know if you would get the facts straight. If you or anyone else watching this comments has any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to reach out. Thank you. I responded in saying kind of just a summary of what he said, as well as the fact that if he responded back to my comment, I would give him my Discord name, and he could just send me a friend request. He has not responded since. That was, I think, 4 or 5 days ago at this point. So I will begin with my response. So if it's really the case of which Plasma stated here, it would be that Gaijin is now allowing them to reset and start all over again, which granted is a pretty big investment when you think about it. But Plasma also admitted that these accounts But Plasma also admitted that these accounts allowed full access to grind while they were at work, school, etc. He also mentioned that these accounts had thousands of hours and thousands of dollars worth of inventory, yet you still allowed access to this quote-unquote friend of yours. Here's the deal. I was given screenshots of what Trader Joe had sent to Gaijin staff in a Gaijin report in regards to their current bans of Trader Joe as well as the other members of Skill Issue that were affected in this recent ban wave. If Trader Joe and others were actually smart, they would have done the proper thing and told the actual truth. Do not blame me for literally reading what Trader Joe had sent to staff because he was trying to plead innocent based on the matter of fact that Gaijin, everyone feels, at least squadrons feel, that Gaijin doesn't punish for account sharing, even though they know they got banned for someone cheating on their account. If he had pleaded the actual truth instead of the former, he might have actually gotten his original account back, which I have actually seen done multiple times over the past few years of people that have accounts compromised, and they show the logins and proof that they were not in the actual zone at the same time. I have seen this done multiple times over the past few years. I've seen it, like on forums, through people. I've even known a couple friends who have gotten their accounts back because of a compromised account. It happens. Better yet, I will write you a better response to send to Gaijin with the actual truth, and you can criticize me later. Dear Gaijin, it has come to my attention that my account, as well as a few other squad mates of mine, have been compromised due to a friend of ours who had gained access to our accounts with a modified client that was used to cheat with. We became aware of this recently and discovered that he was in control of several bot accounts, which, of course, Plasma and the other commenters have not mentioned the names, even though they say they know the names, have purchased several hundred thousand GE due to a currency exploit out of Brazil, and have a modified game client in which he used to cheat on. We in Skillissue broke contact with this person, banning him from our Discord, and have also informed other squadrons about this player as well. We will reach out to staff here or elsewhere to report the accounts in question that we know that he controls. We would also like to apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused, and would ask you to investigate our accounts from the logins from a location that is not ours, and would like you to reconsider our bans on our account. Sincerely, Skillissue and Trader Joe. That's it. Like, that's a great response, because it's the truth. It's crazy. This is ultimately a better response because it's the actual truth, according to you guys in my comment section. Instead, you appeal to Gaijin to a policy in which all top-tier squadrons are convinced that Gaijin doesn't enforce, completely lying out of your teeth and not being honest about the entire situation. And then you come at me for literally reading what your squad mate told Gaijin staff himself. This is exactly the reason I do not interact with squadrons who come into my chat to belittle me and say I'm a liar. I have had friendly interactions with squadrons when it comes to reporting it when I report a cheater in their squad question. Excuse me, holy crap, I'm reading that too fast. I've had friendly interactions with squadrons when I report a cheater in question in their squadron, and most of the time that interaction is friendly enough and they ban the person from the squadron. But now, Skillissue falls in line with the dishonest squadrons and their sub-squadrons list that I have, which includes Noble and THC with their many side squadrons. These squadrons in question did the same thing you guys did. They come into my comment section, belittle me, you know, get all mad at me for telling the truth, and then the two things that happened with Noble and THC, granted the other person is not banned still, but the several people that I reported on in those squadrons were banned a couple months, like the next month or a couple months later. It's crazy how that works. So you've ended up on that list unless you actually want to have a civilized conversation with me. I, at the very least, am a pretty nice and reasonable guy, if I do say so myself. Being condescending in my chat when you were the ones that lied in the first place is a guarantee to end up on my BS list, which you all graciously landed yourselves in. Lastly, to Skillissue, and all the commenters who think they know everything about the situation. Next time, tell the truth, and I won't actually have to make a commentary about it. That's it. It really is just a matter of, I like people that actually tell the truth, because top-tier squadrons, based on the current interactions I've had, are very dishonest. You know, they do account sharing, they do all this stuff. They apparently trust a person to cheat on their account, which, granted, like I said, they may have not have known that, but they didn't tell the truth about it. Period. You want to be honest about it, tell the truth about it. You didn't tell Gaijin the honest God truth about it, and you actually might have gotten your account back. But instead, you appealed to a policy that, you know, wasn't the truth. So that's probably why you didn't get your account back. Hate to say it, but that's really what happens. So, as always, I'm going to leave this here. If you have a person in question you want to leave to me, and try to follow the pinned comment below. And as always, I hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, evening, or night. And have a good one.